Hello Wooden Tots, it's Emily from the Bowes Park branch. I am going to show you a very easy, simple pizza dough recipe, but you can also use it to make bread rolls. It's really easy to do with the children. So the first thing to do is tie up your hair, roll up your sleeves, and we're going to wash our hands. Hello everyone! Washing hands song. Okay, if you want to do it the length of Happy Birthday, you have to sing it twice. Okay? Wash, wash, wash your hands, play a handy game. Rub and scrub and rub and scrub, germs go down the drain. For this recipe, you're going to need strong white bread flour or plain flour if you can find some at the moment. You're going to also need fast action yeast, table salt and olive oil. Flour. So pop it in a bowl. You don't need to sieve it or anything. Add your yeast. So 1 whole sachet or 1 teaspoon, a little pinch of salt, and then mix it all up. This is a good bit for the children to do as well, but they can do all of it really if you just help them with the measurements. When your flour and your salt and yeast is all mixed in, then you make your well in the bottom. You need to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And once that's in the bottom of the well, mix in 225 ml of warm water, so a bit of boiling and a bit of cold water. Okay. And once the water starts being poured in, I think you can get the children involved in mixing it all up, and that is going to be a fun bit. Possibly a messy bit as well. One little trick as well to stop the dough from sticking to little hands or big hands is just putting a bit of olive oil on your actual hands so that it doesn't just get really sticky. Once you've basically mixed the majority of everything in, looks a bit like that, you can get your hand stuck in, get the children's hands stuck in, and start just giving it a good squeeze and making sure everything is nicely mixed together. Once you've finished shaping your dough, rub a little bit of olive oil onto the same bowl, pop the dough back in and cover it over with a tea towel, and you can leave that to sit for anywhere between 30 minutes up to 3 or 4 hours. It's however long you and your child want to wait before you start shaping it. Hi Wooden Tots! Now that your bread dough's risen, you can pop some flour on a surface wherever you're going to be doing your baking. Give your child a little ball of dough, and then they can either shape it with a rolling pin or they can use their hands. It's really good for their motor skills to use their hands, strengthens the muscles, but it's also really good for coordination to use a rolling pin. And then they can make pizzas or bread rolls or shapes or whatever they fancy. Pop it in the oven on 200 and bake it until it's looking a little bit golden and feels like it's got a nice texture to it as well. Enjoy!